What's going on, everybody? It is Monday, let's see, September 2nd. It is Labor Day, and I am putting in the labor. We are headed out to both leases today, or two of the leases, I should say. We're going to do card pulls, fill some feeders, change the batteries, just do all that final preparation because we are only 4 days out from officially kicking off the 2019 deer season here in Kentucky. So hope you continue to stay tuned, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have some really big old bruisers to bring to you at the end of the episode. Keep hanging in there with me. So out here at the drop zone, hanging some additional no trespassing signs. Don't look like anything has been touched. As you can see over my shoulder, the ladder stand blind is still intact. No one's messed with it. But I came out here, I don't know, about a week and a half ago, and put out some corn, and I also dropped a bag of big time 30-06. And in that video, I talked about how the manager over at Academy Sports had actually put out some, and then he had a bunch of volunteer stuff start growing. And so I just want to flip this around. So as you can see, they've left a lot of corn this time, but this tree has completely been thrashed and broken over. That was not like that. But look at all this volunteer that's coming up. So I'm out here on basically this little jetty, this little plateau that goes out and overlooks this creek bottom. And I already have my own little poor man plot. So I would say the red oaks are dropping heavy back in here somewhere, and it's pulled them off of these corn piles. So we go through that transition just about every September. So I'm gonna go ahead and freshen this up, pull this card. I got two other cards to pull back over here. And then we're going to go to the other side, and then we're going to head all the way back over across the other side of the county and hit up the farm. So keep hanging in there. All right, so back down to pond bottom. And if you tuned in last time, sorry, sun glare. If you tuned in last time, you know that we got all this set up and got down here and the battery's dead. So got all the batteries changed. Every single camera on two of our leases have brand new batteries. All the cards have been pulled. 4 feeders have all new batteries. So everything should be good. I'm getting ready to go up here and jump on a tractor and bush hog that food plot down. Hopefully I'll be able to show you where some good clover is trying to take hold after we finally gotten some rain here. So keep hanging in there. And then of course, it's been I don't know, almost 2 weeks since we've done a full card pull. So hopefully we got some really good bucks to show you here at the end of the episode. Stay tuned. Man, that thing spits it out of there. Holy smokes. I mean, I'm probably 12 yards or more from that wood line right there. At least 15 from that tree. And I mean, it's shooting it down in the woods. So this thing definitely flies out of there with some force. Woo. Wild game innovations, baby. All right, everybody, this Thursday, September 5th, we are 1 day away from the Kentucky opener for archery season here. All right, so just over here, we've got the old stand that I just left. Use it as a camera stand or whatever. Also put this stand in this year and locked it in for the season. but I need to climb up there, just do a little bit of trimming and make sure my shooting lanes and everything are good. So I'm gonna get that done real quick, and then we're gonna go pull the rest of these cards and get the heck out of here. Stay tuned. So I'm up here in the stand, guys, and as you can see, I've got plenty of cover from this tree here. But then I've got all of that. They come across here. That's the transition, because it's the closest point between bedding and this over here. So they'll run right through here or come out of that right there. And then they typically come right down in front of me and present that 10, 20 yard shot. Back here, they'll run that wood line, and that's about a 35 yard shot. And then they'll come, I keep this high right here, that grass, I keep it higher, and I don't mow that, so that'll force them to come right down through there to head down. So in all directions, I've got this shot, I've got that shot, and I've got all in front of me. So real quick, we'll talk about why I like the ladder stand. Plus I like a double seater. Look, guys, I weigh 215 pounds. I'm not as skinny as I used to be. So I like to have plenty of room to feel comfortable. I'm not up here clanking around making a bunch of noise. I've got a place to set my stuff, you know, my bag, whatever it might be. Put a hanger here, got easy access to my bow, and I feel safe. And I think this is a 14-foot ladder stand, maybe a 16-foot, but I feel safe getting up here with my kids, everything. So I know a lot of people like, you know, the hanging stands or a climber, and I just don't feel as confident in those as I do positioning this, putting it where I want it, strapping it to that tree. Now, I have a climber that I'll use on short hunts, or if I want to make a quick move, I can throw that climber out. But on the areas that I know where I'm patterning these deer, I like to be secure in this ladder stand, and I like to use a double ladder stand just so I have the convenience of being comfortable. I can put everything up I need, but I can also get up here and move around, right, and get any angle, and I don't feel like I'm restricted to that little 2-foot platform. So anyway, we're gonna get down to this bottom and do the cart pulls down there, check everything out, and we're getting the heck out of here until Saturday morning. Stay tuned. That's where we'll be Saturday morning, and then we're gonna have Matt down here a couple 100 yards away over in the pond bottom. So a lot of people don't like to hunt in the mornings in early season, so I won't get on my food sources in the mornings during early season, but I do like to catch them coming out of bedding or going back to bedding in these transitional areas like this. So all right, so we're down here in the pond bottom, at the pond bottom stand. Got the canopy overhead. That worked out really well for us last year. It really helps on wet, dreary, rainy days. I can have that camera stuffed in here, and it does a great job of keeping the rain off of us. So got the canopy. The only problem with the canopy, especially during bow season or archery season, is that you have to shoot from a seated position. But you know, we're only 15, less than 20 yards on this trail that they come in and out of. We got another trail that runs off of this hillside right here, and that goes up into the cedar thicket bedding, and then they come out from over in this other bedding area there. They walk around this ridge, and they come right out into this old pond bottom. So got the feeder down there. It's definitely going to be a better evening hunt situation in this stand, but we're going to go ahead and get in here Saturday morning, give it a shot, see what happens, and see if we can't pick them up coming back off the ag fields down into this bottom, up into the cedar thicket. So canopy's up, feeders are full. All the cameras are brand new batteries, brand new SD cards, everything. So we're gonna get out of here. We're not gonna come back in until 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. And hopefully we will have some great footage to kick off our 2019 hunting season here at Deer 30 Outdoors. All right, welcome back everybody. It is Friday, September 6th, and it is the eve before opening day here in Kentucky. So I got the Elite out. I've got the new Den Ringer sight. So I've got targets set up at 20, 30, and 40 yards. Just gonna get some practice in today, fine tune the Den Ringer sight, and just make sure everything's on so that we are ready to go first thing in the morning. Keep hanging in there. Well, I think we're on at 20. Let's walk down there and take a look. Yeah, we're in it. I think we're good at 20. Time to go to 30. All right, so as you can see, this deer is quartered away from my shooting position. So I want to basically look at where the arrow is going to exit, look through the deer. And so I'm back a little bit, but I caught the back of one lung and should have hit the other lung on the other side. So moved my placement over a little bit just so I wasn't tagging my arrows, and then boom, jerked. So this is the real life stuff that you've got to get out there and practice with, because rest assured, whenever that big buck's in front of you, you're going to have buck fever, your heart rate's going to be up, and it's really easy to shank an arrow. So get out, practice, and remember, whenever if the deer's quartering to or quartering away, you want to ensure that you're shooting through the deer and look at that shot placement of where that arrow is going to leave the deer, not where it's going to enter. Yeah, he did. Matter of fact, he done dropped his head off. So I think I'm sighted in pretty solid at 30 yards, tight shot group. I mean, those are all kill shots. So I'm confident in that. So 20, 30 yards, let's move back to 40. All right, everybody, it's about 10 o'clock and just getting those final preparations done. And got the boots. I don't know if you can see those with the Phaze cleaner, because the last thing I want to happen is tomorrow walking in and leave ground scent where those, because the way I have to go in tomorrow, those deer and bucks are gonna cross that path. But I never get busted whenever I clean my shoes, my boots, the things touching the ground. It leaves no human scent through that Z technology. So not only that, but every time I take these boots off, I put these little absorbing, I don't know, sleeves in there from Phaze. Not only does it get the human odor out, but it also dries the boots out so my feet aren't wet all the time. So getting all phased out, I got the laundry in, it's all being phased out. And then of course I'll do my step one, which is phasing myself out first thing in tomorrow morning. Matt's supposed to be here at 5 a.m. Sun comes up at 7:17. We should be snuggled in nice and cozy in our tree stands. But, you know, the first 2 weeks actually, don't really hunt. I use it more for scouting. But don't think if old Kamikaze or Goliath walks underneath my stand tomorrow that he's not going to take a dirt nap. So keep tuning in, and we will start bringing you 2019 hunting episodes here to follow this episode. So hit that subscribe button. Keep tuning in, and as always, wake up and hunt.